Hi Stable School, we're down at Little Veggie patch again. I was hoping to post something a bit earlier, but not a lot of progress has happened. I think I got a little bit overexcited when the sun came out and I wanted to plant everything up really quickly. So it's taken a bit longer than we thought, but one exciting thing is that the raspberry canes have grown up nice and tall, getting really bushy with loads of new shoots on, which are these ones here you can see. So that's really exciting. Hopefully we'll have lots of raspberries later on. Over here, the story isn't quite so successful, but I've kind of been reflecting on it a bit, possibly because it was a bit early, but as you can see, the snails have started to attack these little tiny shoots of almond too here, compared to the ones that were nice and strong from the greenhouse, which are thriving. So I'm kind of going to reflect on it and go, I was a little bit premature in putting them out, so I'm going to grow some more inside again for a bit to give them that extra warmth, because it's still a bit chilly in the evening. And then when they're ready and really strong, I'm going to put those back into the ground. And you can also see how the difference is as well with this courgette that was inside. So this courgette we decided not to plant out because it was one of the weaker ones. But if you compare it now to the ones that have been out in the ground, it's actually absolutely thriving. So again, those colder nights are affecting the growth a little bit. And so I think we probably will swap this one over for one of these and see how it goes. Also in here, we've got the tomato plants which have been kept inside, and I'm going to keep those inside for a little bit longer just so they get nice and strong before we plant those out in the space that we've still got left. So this is our other bed. As you can see here, the spring onions are doing quite nicely. They've all come up with their shoots really well. Got a couple of spinach, but again, perhaps the slugs have decided and the snails that they're quite nice to munch on. And the carrots. Do you remember me saying last time that we were going to try this tape, which I've never tried before because the seeds were all so nicely spread out in it? Well, it hasn't quite been that successful. If you have a look along the row where the carrots were, we've got quite a few coming up here, but apart from that, not really a lot else happening. So what I'm going to do is, I've been really lucky and I've managed to get some different carrot seeds. So I'm going to put those into my hands and sprinkle those along this ridge here. So, and you can remember the carrot seeds, really tiny. And the problem with doing it this way is that you will sprinkle them and you will get quite a few, as you can see, when they're falling. It's very hard to work out how to space them out properly when you sprinkle them, and that's why the tape seemed like a really good idea, but as it's not been that successful, I think I'm going to go back to the method I've used for years and years gone by and just rely on the seeds to fall where they fall, and then as they grow up we just have to thin them out over time so that they have enough space for each carrot to grow. So I'll just leave those and I will cover them over shortly with the soil and tuck those in and hope that this time we have a bit more success than we did with the strips of paper ones. The other thing that I was quite excited about is a friend has had some leek seeds arrive. Now, we didn't see any of these last time because I didn't have any. Now these are great because when you plant leeks out, you plant them out now and they last all the way through to the spring of next year, and you can just keep using them as and when you need them, which is absolutely brilliant. And again, that's the case of sprinkling, and because they're black they're quite hard to see. So I'll do it this side to start with, sprinkle those in there, and then carry on and sprinkle some more. Now what I will do with the leeks, because I do use them quite a lot through the spring and the winter months, is I will plant some now and then plant some a bit later on that last through the whole of the winter. Okay, so the potatoes. This one was the sort of one we were practicing with, do you remember, because we moved it from a different bed. So keep building that up. You can see new shoots coming through here as well. So just keep building the soil around it to really encourage the growth of lots of potatoes underneath it, like so. And then over here, I'm going to just plant out some fresh radish seeds, because again, the slugs really seemed to like those, like they seem to do everything else. And I think it's just a little bit early. We're going to give it a try. And again, it comes down to one of our school values. We've reflected on the fact that it might have just been a bit early with the change in temperature that we've had. And we're now going to plant them out again and believe that hopefully this time round we'll have some success.